It's Terrormorph hunting season. Today we're gonna finish Vanguard's questline and realize if it is any good. And luckily for me, the factions in Starfield are one of the best crafted quests in the whole game. Unlike most of the game.
Was afraid you might have gotten reassigned.
Roasting aside, here's Hadrian.
So how's it feel to be a citizen?
Well, the penthouse is really nice. A bit empty though.
You risked life and limb to earn it.
You've certainly earned it.
But it is real good to have you here again. We've been going through the Terrormorph data and, well, we're gonna need all the help we can get. These logs, they're even more thorough than I remembered. Genetic workups, population statistics, hell, even their food chain. I'd completely forgotten, for example, that there was a creature that actually ate Terrormorphs. At this point, the data's given us more options to explore than we have people to work on them.
And here's where the good news come. We found your old research team.
That'd be something, wouldn't... I'm sorry, are you... You're serious? You found... our research team? That's... incredible. That accelerates everything. With them back, it'll let us... Wait. Kaiser. Did you find Kaiser?
Not yet, but Kaiser, he's our next stop.
That's right. You would need that. Whoever gave you these leads sure knew their stuff. Oh, how? How exactly did you manage to find them?
That's classified.
You can't be...
No, I'm serious.
Oh, you are serious. Okay. No more questions. But still, getting Kaiser back, that gives us more than a few new paths forward on dealing with the Terrormorphs. But if he's been out there on his own all this time, you're gonna need something. Come on.
Lead on then. What's so important that you can't just say it here?
Getting this place back online. Some of the containment chambers were a bit on the unpleasant side, but the facility staff made short work of that. I know it's here somewhere. Here, Kaiser schematics. Actuators, weapons, batteries.
Oh.
That old robot's been MIA for a while, so chances are he's gonna need some repairs. He's also got a lock on his voice controls. You can give yourself authorization with the phrase, Nos belli machinis. Now, where exactly is the old machine?
The way it was explained to me was ground zero for xenoweapon deployments.
Are you talking about Nero?
I guess.
No wonder no one's found him. Xenoweapons are just the tip of the iceberg in that place. The environment's devastated. There's little, if any, real law. Nero's got more than enough ways to make any visit your last. But I think there's a place where you can start your search. Yep. One-of-a-kind salvage. Licensed to an Angelo Alonso. Goes by Gel. As good a place to start as any.
One-of-a-kind salvage in Nira. Got it.
And I'll make sure we're ready to put him to use as soon as you've got him.
That thing reads like a weird car plate. Well, one of the American weird ones. I'm not American, I'm just talking from seeing movies. But I can see from the stats that most of my viewers are, so... America! One-of-a-kind salvage. Gel, what's up?
Hey, new model on the floor. Welcome to the one-of-a-kind. Refuge and rest home for the hardest scrappers anywhere. Name's Jill. Proprietor.
Hello, I'm looking for Kaiser.
Not here to make your fortune out in the fields then, huh? Suit yourself. But there's no bot named Kaiser around. Oh, unless you mean Captain Ahab? At least that's what we've all been calling him. No clue what his actual designation is, since he's got some sort of security protocol that prevents inquiries and general chit-chat. But he's a combat bot, right? Yeah, that machine's been out there a while now, hunting this one siren, his white whale. But it's been a while since anyone's laid eyes on Captain Ahab, though. Maybe he finally got the thing. Or it got him.
Well, that could be him. I'll have to check.
That's where I recognize that insignia. Red Devils. Yeah, Ahab's definitely your bot. So, sounds like you've got two options. You can wander around out there, hunting your bot, little old white whale of your very own. Maybe you find him, maybe you get yourself killed. But knowing this rock is part of what we do here, so if you want to find him a whole lot faster, I'll sell you what I know about this. Kaiser's location. Going rate's a little steep, but I'm willing to negotiate.
Okay, at least we can persuade. Let's see if that will work or if it's just gonna lower the price.
Sorry.
Oh, it failed and I didn't quick save. Fine, it's only 1,000.
Pleasure doing business with you.
Yeah, I'm sure it is.
So, last anyone heard of him, he was out near the Syracuse, shipwreck about a quarter click down the main strip. One of my roughnecks said he heard some kind of beacon. Just keep your ears open. You should find your machine. Eyes open too. Sirens and ecliptic out there, and neither takes prisoners. Oh, and corpse retrieval is not included in this transaction, so now you know. Give Ahab a Kaiser our best.
Sure. Time to find that shipwreck, I guess. Syracuse. It's just gonna be marked on the map, no worries. UC Syracuse. That's a cool robot. Don't know why it reminded me of Liberty Prime. Just because of the size, I guess, so... Kaiser.
Biological contaminant detected. Destroy infestation.
Well, you are covered in parasites. Oh yeah, okay, so we just shoot them. Oh, so obvious, and it did take me a bit.
Contamination eliminated.
Yeah!
Word
Oh, right.
required.
Nose belly machinist.
Controls unlocked.
Almost read that as nose belly machine.
Attempting to error. Power level insufficient. Battery required. Type microcell. Inquire it. Salvage yard.
Okay, it's really weird, but the feeling of having a robot speaking like it's out of breath, it's just uncanny. I don't like it. Now,
you
Gel.
something?
Yeah, do you happen to have a microcell?
Ah, so that's where your machine's been. Ran out of juice. Heat leeches, wasn't it? Those little stowaways are everywhere on this rock. Suck the power out of a pen light if you let them. But a microcell, that's military-grade tech. I think we might have one, but I can promise you, it's not going to be cheap. You could probably Frankenstein one together using our fabrication system here, but only if you had some quality schematics. So, I just brace for a little sticker shock.
Okay, you're gonna want a lot of money, but the
Wouldn't have
schematics,
lasted real long here.
They're
doing what we do.
gonna be
without a
free, right?
top-notch fabrication system. So long as you've got the specs, it should be able to handle making you a microcell. But finding materials up to the task, you're likely going to be sifting through quite a few mech hulks out there to find what you need. Though, if you think you can actually manage something like that, I'm willing to make you a deal. I'll point you towards the juiciest harvest sites. Spots where you should be able to find quality parts. But in return, any excess materials you collect, you sell to me, all right? Save us from risking our necks on another run out there. What do you say?
Oh, so that's the catch. You just want
Let me
anything
just mark those collection
that I
points.
don't need after I find it.
Watch yourself
Sure.
out there.
And let's see. Just gotta find 3 items. That should be easy. Angel readout. There's the map marker. And that's the power source. Okay. Next we have... I'm just going to ignore the ecliptics. The conductor array. Okay, 1 missing. Also. Yeah, we can ignore that. And let's just leave. Those guys usually have really bad loot, and I have amazing weapons and equipment already, so... Warren's Gulch. And finally... Microcell shielding. Now let me just ignore that robot and let's leave. And supposedly all we have to do is to craft. I don't remember the guy giving me schematics, but it should be here. It is. Oh, look at the value, 12k. Damn.
Something for personal use or for sale?
Andreja, were you designed by... you know what? I'll just shut up. Which is what you should do when I'm crafting a quest item. Take note, Todd. Oh, Lord. 25 years in the making just to make something that strips mechanics that we have in Fallout 4, which already took mechanics that we... yada yada, you know. Just like Skyrim has less stuff to do than there was in Morrowind and Oblivion. One of these days they'll sell us Pong, I'm sure.
Previous attempts to disarm the weapon have been unsuccessful. Additional support may allow me to complete my active mission more quickly, allowing me to leave this place.
Okay, fine. I'll help you.
Excellent. We must disarm Unit XW-99. Designation Siren. Nearest final xeno-weapon. Are you ready to proceed to the mission site?
I'm as ready as I'll ever be, so... Skip. Let's go. Okay, I do like the sound designer. And the sound he does when he's walking. Let me guess. Lore.
As you have no doubt witnessed, this region. Attention. Possible threat in area contact found.
Never mind, that was the worst lore I've ever seen. I can see that the place is hazardous. What do you mean, bro? Okay, that thing is a bit bulky. But hey, it's doable. Come on. Goofy ass Pokemon. Come on, Kaiser, just throw a missile or something. Be stronger. That's done, finally, but it's only one. It was high level. Okay, so what's next? A stroll? Fine.
Systems suggest hostiles in area.
Note to self, speed up the battles that are just gonna be boring. Oh, another level 44, huh?
I am detecting Unit 99. But there is a complicated...
Oops, misclicked.
Unit 99 is on the other side of that reach. But it appears to be under the control of hostile forces. Sensors suggest Ecliptic, a mercenary company like Ecliptic, would only want Unit 99 to utilize it as a weapon. This means Unit 99 must be disarmed immediately. Standard procedure would be a frontal assault on the outpost. No quarter given. Do you concur?
Guns blazing. Also, Unit 99 sounds like a robot.
Straightforward. A good choice.
But I'm guessing it's another alien, just like those? Except surrounded by Ecliptic.
Threat confirmed. Eliminating.
Enough. Let's see if this thing still fights.
Okay, this is probably gonna take a while, so let's just give you the gist of it. Okay, they are not too strong. That's a level 52? Damn! I'm not even level 40. Chill. And yeah, it was an alien. Unit? Who the hell calls a creature a unit? Unless it's like a behemoth. Then sure. It's an absolute unit, but that would be for fun. Okay, so that's done. Oh, look at the value on that. Nearly 40k. And 3,000 credits. I'll take it. Okay. Probably worth the ammo. Finally. Now that's just another siren. Go on, buddy. Go on. Oh, no. No. Distance. Space. Okay. Now, is it done? I think it is. So, Kaiser.
Our work here is finished. Now, what is this mission that requires my expertise?
Do you remember Hadrian? Well, there's Terrormorphs attacking.
Of Terrormorph attacks. That You are docked at one of a kind. I will meet you there.
How about we just go and meet Hadrian once again?
I can't believe it.
Major Sanon, Dr. Walker.
You're in better shape than I expected, Kaiser. Shouldn't take us long to get you back up to full fighting capacity.
This is good to hear. I was told there was a new threat on the horizon. I wish to learn more.
Percival will give you the full story.
Plus, get you dressed for the occasion.
Occasion. Where are we going?
Londinian.
Londinium, Doctor. I will require additional armaments.
That's the plan. Come on.
Captain, you're with me. Time to walk you through what we came up with. So the problem we're up against is vast. Terrormorphs, they can be anywhere. Meaning us finding and disposing of them ourselves isn't an option. But what if we could let something else do the work for us? Come on. I'll walk you through what we're thinking.
Hopefully you've got a great idea.
Remember that creature we talked about before you went to Nira? The thing that eats terrormorphs, the Asyles?
Yeah. So?
Apparently, they were bloodhounds for terrormorphs. But when the UC ran low on synthetic foods during the Colony War, the Asyles were chosen to fill in the gaps. We thought they were harvested to extinction. But in the data, the research team found the location of a few remaining specimens. As you can see,
What the hell is that?
is bringing them back.
Is that a dinosaur?
We'd breed populations of
Is that an
them,
armored giant
human
parrot?
worlds, and then let nature take its course. Using a method that thousands of years of adaptation have already perfected. We could speed up their breeding process using some of the same technologies that were used to create me. We even think that with some time and investigation, we could use the Asyles' hunting skills to track down the Terrormorph transmission method at long last. Find out how humanity spread them and put an end to the Terrormorph problem definitively.
That's a giant armored parrot.
I really think it could. Now, there is another option for removing the Terrormorphs from our worlds. It's faster, maybe even more efficient, but riskier. A microbe. Something we could aerosolize, let spread, and have it clean up anything with Terrormorph DNA for us, which would include morphs, and we expect their transmission method. It'd still take time to build, test, and distribute, but no other method could hold a candle to it when it comes to sheer efficiency. Not even the Asyles.
I'm still thinking that it looks like a dinosaur
Well,
parrot.
So that's tricky. Both plans are going to take major investments in time and resources. We're talking years of work, not to mention some highly specialized materials. Terrormorph cell lines we can breed quickly and consistently to test on. Asyles gene samples we can use to rebuild their bloodlines. Or sharpen our microbes' tracking skills. Not the sort of things any labs just got lying around. But we think we found a lead. One place in the known galaxy where we know we should be able to find all the materials we need. All paths lead to Londinian.
Well, all paths lead to me releasing the Asyles,
Exactly
that's
what I
for
was hoping
sure.
to hear. Now, the UC has a small operating base on Londinian's outskirts. We're cleared for access, but we'll need to check in with the base commander, Sarah Hatum, when we touch down. I'm gonna help Percival and Kaiser prep, but once that's done, we'll rendezvous with you there. But you need to know, Londinian, it belongs to the Terrormorphs. They'll have anti-Xeno gear for us at the base, but I'd make sure you've got your favorite arms on hand.
A place infested with Terrormorphs, huh? Well, let's go. You know, I don't care what you say, that thing looks like an armored parrot. Just looking at it makes me expect that it's gonna repeat something that I just said.
You romanticize a place when you're away from it for long enough, but I forgot what a dust-crusted pit Mars can be. Now you, what do you need?
What, why need? I was told to come to you.
Oh, that's you then. I was informed we might be working together. Don't much care for Vanguard. But sounds like you two really got into the thick of it back in New Atlantis. My sister's kids live in the city, so, thank you for what you did there.
You're welcome.
Yeah, they both came through okay. One science division, others an artist. Effectively useless human beings that would have had no reason to be anywhere near the fighting. Still, would hate to see anything happen to them. Now, what was it you needed?
I was told to check your wares,
No
but
more reliable hardware in the galaxy.
I'm not really feeling like spending money. Let's see what you have. Oh, 222 damage. Oh, I want that so bad. Refined breach, but I didn't get rich just by spending money on things we'll probably find sooner or later. And other than that, I just took the med packs.
The United Colonies will not be held responsible for any harm you suffer by proceeding.
Well, this time I've got clearance. Gotta meet Commander
Let me check
Hatum.
my logs. All right, you can proceed. We'll let them know you're on your way down.
Londinian. A place that's supposedly filled with terrormorphs.
Inside the barriers, double time!
I really hope that's gonna be the height of the whole quest line. It's been cool though.
You're heading to command.
A lot better than the standard of the game. But they're hyping me, so if it doesn't meet the hype, oh, it's gonna be hella disappointing, you know? Okay, let's loot the place, the whole thing. Yeah, I'll probably just edit out the boring, and now let's go and meet Hatum.
On this world, and I don't know you. You're with the collection team then, I presume. Either that, or you're one deeply unlucky trespasser.
I'm expected, and I'm still treated like a trespasser.
Bree said you were an eclectic group. You must have really shined out on the fringe to get assigned a task like this. Ah, then this must be the rest of your outfit.
Commander Hatum,
No need for introductions, Major Sanan. Dr. Walker, your reputation to precede you, as does the urgency of your mission, so I'll get to it. Now, Londinian is one of the most dangerous places in the Milky Way. It's with good reason my soldiers and I do everything we can to avoid entering the city. Terrormorphs are omnipresent, and the structural damage left behind when Major Sanan's father bombed its spaceport has turned large swathes of the metropolis into a decaying labyrinth. As such, we'll be providing you all with gear, information, and uploading municipal unlock codes to your robot. Every tool you could need to succeed out there. Except one. Once you're on the other side of those barriers, you will be on your own. If you get into trouble, my people will not be coming. Do we understand each other?
Yeah, no backup.
Precisely. I'll leave you to your preparations then. You can find your equipment in our armory, base of the tower just outside. And I do believe there's someone waiting for you there, Captain. Now, once you're outside the base, it's my personal suggestion you make a beeline to the nearby Aceles plant. It contains one of our field caches. Though I can't guarantee it won't contain anything else. I hope you all find what you're looking for out there. Robot, you're coming with me.
Yes, ma'am.
Thank you, Commander. Percival, you all set to hook into their comms tower?
Should only take a few minutes. Let's get this done and get the hell out of here.
Percival will be scanning the city for our samples from here. When he finds one, he'll transmit the coordinates to us out in the field. All right. Head over to the armory and gear up. Once you're done, we'll meet by the entrance to the city.
I guess there's a lot more looting to do, and there's a lot of things in this place. Okay, that's not the best equipment, but I suppose it should be great against the Terrormorphs, since it doesn't look that good against the environment itself.
Vanguard Captain, the Cabinet wanted you to have something.
More?
Make sure you had the best tools for the task at hand. Now, if you'll excuse me.
An epic micro gun? Is that a minigun? I'm sure it has to. It has to. Let's see. Yeah, it is, of course. 9 physical damage, but 350 fire rate. Yeah, no brainer.
Are you ready to do this?
I am. Let's go fight some Terrormorphs.
Then let's get this show on the road. Kaiser? Percival, everything green on your ends?
I am ready.
Personal comm should be routed through Kaiser now. You copy that?
Roger, loud and clear.
Perhaps too loud.
Oh, you're a riot robot.
Kaiser, kick it off.
Unlock code transmitted. You may open the gate when ready.
Not when ready, now. We are ready.
On our way into the city. Percival, where are we heading?
Running the first sweep.
Okay.
Got
Oh,
one.
he's...
Assiles, not far. Old shipping yard just past the processing plant. Gene samples are probably in one of the containers.
Can we explore? Should we explore? Abandoned processing plant. Oh, that's just like early stages, right? Ah, I do hate using miniguns, but it has amazing effects.
Keep an eye out for the morph controlling them.
Now, is it worth it looting the place? Because I don't think we'll be able to get here later. And even if we do, why would I want to not do the things that I can do now? And yeah, we gotta clear out the plant instead of just skipping the fight. Sure, one down. There's another one though. Yeah, that's a lot of damage.
Looks like the last of them. No sign of the morph though.
Your shipping yard's just beyond the processing plant. Cache with some goodies is towards the rear of the facility.
Kaiser, we close enough for you to dial in the location of those samples from here?
Yes, they're faint, but I'm detecting multiple valid signatures.
And a lot more looting. Man, they really are hyping a lot of Terrormorphs. A lot of Terrormorph fights. Okay. Gotta be prepared then. Okay, so I can see at least 3 caches for us to get. And I'm guessing something's gonna go wrong. Probably not. It's fine. Okay. Oh. Okay. Didn't expect the explosion. Why the hell are you adding jump scares? Oh, well, okay. Sure, you can dig and reappear or whatever. Cool for you. You think you're so cool, huh? You're like level 24. We are gonna be fine. There's another one, though. Oh, it's invisible. And it seems like it's dumb as well. Can't go down the stairs? Well, fine, then I'll just use the stairs on my advantage, and it's down! Okay, so we should be absolutely safe to get the other 2 samples. There we go, and last one. Do I have to move the crates, or do I just have to jump? Jump. Okay. You know what? Better. That makes it quicker.
All Asiles samples collected.
Alright, now hand those over to Kaiser, and let's get out of here.
Here you go.
Secure.
Nice work. Now, earlier scan picked up a valid Terrormorph sample, but, well, it's in the spaceport. And the quick route there looks like it got blasted when the port did.
There are steam tunnels under the city, which will allow us to access the spaceport.
What do you... That's right. Kaiser, how did you know that?
I am not sure.
Percival, you see any better option?
Not from where I'm standing.
You got our answer.
Interesting.
Access unlocked.
Kaiser knows the place better than we expected. Well, probably something that Hatum told him, I guess. They're coming. The Terrormorphs. All over the place. They know what's worse. The one that rips the body or the one that rips the mind? The body is the worst one, because you'll feel every single bit instead of just feeling...
Kaiser,
instead of just being manipulated without feeling it.
Confirmed.
Lazarus
I
plant.
didn't even realized it was a living thing until someone got it under a microscope and
Well,
saw
looks
it
like petrified
cells.
wood, you know.
Can't be cultivated anywhere but Londinian. A real marvel.
Sorry to burst your bubble, but it looks a bit shit. I mean, come on. It's Not exactly the coolest Halloween tree I've ever seen. That thing wouldn't even rank top 10 in a tree that would fit a haunted house. So. Oh, come on! Yeah, this weapon is only good against Terrormorphs. Why is no one attacking the heat leech? I mean, okay, level 1 bug that can be ignored, but still I have a squadron. People, do your thing. Okay, there's a lot more of them. Gee. Yeah, I should probably stop wasting my ammo, huh? Might need it, but I do have nearly 3k, so... Okay, fine, let's move on. Okay, more Lazarus plant.
My God, look at it. A Lazarus in bloom. You know, we might be some of the only...
Observe the Lazarus plant with Hadrian. Oh, cool.
Have you seen this?
Oh, not cool. Holy sh... Oh. Buddy, chill. So...
God, the heat leeches are terrormorphs.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say.
Leeches infest every settlement, every corner of the settled systems. It means that every single one.
So that's how the
just saw
attack
that,
on New
right?
Atlantis happened.
You would tell me if I was losing my mind.
Oh, but Lazarus
heat
plant
leech
can't be cultivated
became a
anywhere else,
terrormorph.
okay.
The
Still.
pests that have snuck onto every planet are baby terrormorphs.
Yeah, I have
Leeches
eyes.
hide out on
Thank you,
ships,
Hadrian.
Sneak away after landing, and then, with time, they transform. We just found out how terrormorphs move between planets.
Should we write a scientific paper, or...?
Pretty major is right. But if what we just saw, if that's possible, the Lazarus plant, it's clearly an accelerant for the terrormorph, a heat leech transformation process. Make one into the other in an instant. But that means if anyone knew about this, they could trigger a terrormorph spawning. You could sneak a leech into a city, or even multiple leeches, into a place like New Atlantis. Good God. The attack on New Atlantis, could someone have set that up?
Well, that's my bet as well.
But first, you'd have to know the truth about all this.
Well, we're never gonna know if you don't catch that thing. Get after it.
Okay, Percival. Of course, you're in a rush. You're not the one that's gonna be fighting a Terrormorph. Okay, the thing is right there. Get ready for another boss fight. Can we, oh no, oh yeah, okay. That's not really a way for me to get into level 6! And that's 30. I mean, it's gonna be super easy, sure, but still. First, I was expecting it to be high level. Then I just thought it was stupid that it had all that HP, but okay, it's a Terrormorph, of course it does. The music can shut up now. Thank you. Sample to Kaiser.
Analysis. It is a match. This suggests with high certainty that the Lazarus plant was used to trigger the attacks on both planets.
There's no way a plant this rare, this fragile, just shows up here, New Atlantis, and Tau Ceti. The transformations on those worlds, they must have been triggered by human hands. Captain, do you understand what it is we just stumbled on here?
I don't know how, but I have a feeling.
Exactly. Someone saw the Lazarus plant in action and used it to trigger the attacks.
I wonder where they could have gotten such an idea, deploying alien life forms as weapons.
I wouldn't be shocked to find out our team, in part, inspired the approach, but our group never dealt with something that could have an effect like this. Makes some sense, actually. Tau Ceti was likely their first test, someplace remote where no one would question a few settlers going missing. Ensure the big show, the attack on New Atlantis, would be a success.
And the timing of that one. It couldn't have been just luck that it happened right when we were asking the cabinet to do something about the Terrormorphs. These attacks. I think someone planned them to set all this in motion.
It's certainly possible. And our best bet.
A plant this rare showing up unbidden on 2 different UC planets. I think it's more than just possible that human hands were involved here. But it doesn't answer any of the big questions. Who could pull something like this off? And why?
How should I know? That's why we're here. Let's find proof.
Let's save the discussion for when you all aren't standing in the universe's closest equivalent to hell frozen over. If we're gonna do anything to prevent more Terrormorph attacks, human cause or otherwise, we need that final sample.
Roger that. Kaiser, get us into the spaceport?
The entrance is this way.
Okay, let's follow Kaiser and see what's up in the spaceport, which I'm guessing it's gonna be several strong Terrormorphs.
I am unable to provide sufficient power to the lock mechanism.
Anyone got ideas where we could get some extra juice?
Local power looks like it was controlled in the security office. Upper floor.
Captain and I can scout it out. Kaiser, see if you can't find another way to get it open.
Roger that. I have restored power to the office entrance. You may proceed.
Okay, doors unlocked. Finally. So I'm guessing we're just gonna have to pull a lever or something and then we'll be on our way. Okay, might as well just loot the place. I'll take every single credit and ammo that I see. Digipick, oh, I'll take that as well. Med packs too. What else? Ooh, food. Food from a very long time ago. Sure. Oh. No, nah, it's fine. Probably not gonna have anything interesting. It never does. Okay, so just power reactivated. Nice. Oh, how do I reboot the system? Not here though. Oh.
Captain, I think I see it.
Yeah, I see the map marker as well.
Running diagnostic. Diagnostic complete. Multiple systems unavailable. Warning, priority safety concern detected. Exterior hatch power restored.
Back in business.
Warning, emergency recorder message detected. Transcription process engaged. Playback initiated.
Admiral Senon.
Victus?
Evacuation request.
That's my father he's addressing.
You're a clone, it's not your father.
Was here?
You're him,
Didn't think he'd have
but
to cut
duplicated.
soldiers in the eye before blowing this place to pieces.
Admiral!
It just transformed. An invisible weapon. No planet would be safe. Colonel, the trips that closed off the sewers after my evaluation, they're all in this facility.
Other than our casualties, yes, sir.
Good. Get them into defensive positions around the spaceport. No one leaves. I'll send ships as soon as possible.
Thank God. None of us wanted to go down swarmed by those things.
That won't be your fate, Colonel. You have my word.
Transcription complete. Physical copy available.
Huh?
An invisible weapon. He
Okay.
knew.
Please tell me we're not gonna go the route where Victus did it. Cause I think this is gonna be the incriminatory evidence and that feels stupid cause he's not saying he's gonna do it.
This place.
So, well, unless I get a confession out of the man,
What he knew about the Lazarus plant and the
and there's
Terrormorphs,
literally
and all this a secret.
no one else that could have done it unless they worked with him or he babbled.
The plant as a weapon and hid it away. He killed those people. Condemned this city to keep them from sharing what they might have seen. He was
A murderer. Cold-blooded too, yeah.
Yes. Exactly what we all thought he was. But I guess that's just another part of his sick legacy now. He thought he was protecting us all, taking the secret to his grave. Only he didn't succeed. Now someone else knows about the Lazarus plant and is using it exactly how he feared.
Okay, time to get moving.
Right. Settled systems are counting on us.
This quest is just turning weird. Am I the only one thinking that? Ain't no way.
Guys, your sample, it moved. I'd be real careful out there if I were you.
Sample moved. You mean Terrormorph boss fight? Oh, okay. That's an amazing difference in lighting. Is there anything worth looting? Credits. Ammo. Oh, that's the weapon I wanted. Nice. Refined breach. Does that do anything, the switch? No? Okay, so that was meaningless. Why is it even there? Okay, not seeing anything. Okay, buddy. Okay. That thing's high level. Might take a while. Go on, a little backup, please. Kaiser. Hadrian, it's coming to me. Do your part.
What is that?
What do you mean, what is that? It's a fucking Terrormorph. Are you blind? I mean, if Percival asked, sure. But, Hadrian, you have eyes. You can see. Okay, it's done. Oh, look at the value on that. I'll take everything.
I guess we should grab that sample while we can. Good. Now just stash that sample with Kaiser and we're done.
Okay, the other animals were being manipulated. We focused on the Terrormorph, yada yada, but wasn't the place supposed to be filled with Terrormorphs? We thought what? 5?
See you soon.
That's disgustingly low.
Look at all of you. Back from
I thought this was gonna be so much harder, man. That's hella disappointing.
It sounded like this was a success.
And I don't mean
Got everything we need
them
to
being
put the plan
bullet
in motion.
sponges. But I expected a lot more fighting.
Best place for them. Now, my connection might have gotten a bit fuzzy there, but do I have it right that Vay Victus knew about this damn plant?
That's what it sounded like.
Guess the old Admiral must have told someone what he learned. Even he's not clever enough to pull off an attack like that from the great beyond.
Well, there's things I cannot tell you, so plenty of suspects.
That's putting it lightly.
But it's clear someone knows about the plant and realized what ends it could be put towards. Captain, we need to get these samples back to the lab and verify we'll be able to handle cleaning up the leeches as well as the Terrormorphs. But in the interim, do you think you could look into what we uncovered? See if you can turn up any information on who might have committed the attacks?
If it were me, I'd start at the scene of the crime. New Atlantis.
And of course, it's my job to figure out the suspect, so
Captain.
we know where that's
Once you finish
going.
your investigation, we'll meet you outside the cabinet chambers. They're gonna want to hear this. Take care of yourself. No telling who might be involved.
Okay, a lot of credits. At least that's going well for us, but I expected Londinian to be so much harder and much more dangerous. What a missed opportunity, man. I swear, if there is no complexity to it, and this guy's the culprit,
what a pleasant surprise.
Oh, that's gonna be distasteful.
When I heard you and Hadrian were headed for Londinian of all places, I presumed you must be onto something big. Did you find what you were looking for?
Oh, let's just be on the attack. We know you did it.
Now, what in the heavens would make you claim something as ludicrous as that?
Well, Starfield's writing is one of the worst shits I've ever seen, man.
Did you? Well, I don't know what you think you heard on this recording, but I sincerely hope you didn't come to the wrong conclusions. After all, given the Cabinet's current state of anxiety, they might misinterpret such a discovery to mean I could have been involved with the attacks. Perhaps I can convince you to keep this among us.
Keep it between us, huh? So it was you.
Of course. Do I look like I'm in any position to do what you're describing? So I'd very much appreciate your agreement to not share what you found. We wouldn't want anyone else jumping to conclusions now, would we?
I want to hear it from you, though. Go on, just say it.
You know, you're far more clever than I expected. You want to hear the words, then? I did it. The Terrormorph attacks on Tau Ceti. New Atlantis. My doing. Years of coordination between my associate and I. Figuring out how to deploy the Lazarus plant's pollen outside of Londinian. Learning to synthesize it. Use it as a weapon. Now, being as clever as you are, I'm sure you have thoughts on why I might do such a thing.
Why would you fuck up a quest like this?
All in due time.
Bethesda!
First,
why are you trying to kill any single shiver of hope and hype about the next Elder Scrolls and Fallout? Holy. Well, I hope Microsoft takes things into its own hands. Because that studio is just living on reselling Skyrim, man. It's baffling.
And I couldn't risk information that dangerous falling into the wrong hands. So I ordered the bombing of the Londinian spaceport. Fixing two problems at once. Halting the spread of the city's Terrormorph outbreak, and sealing away knowledge of the plant's potential.
Huh, what?
Simple to say now, but with the outbreak raging from a barely understood source, the moment demanded quick action. So I did what was required. I removed the dangerous variable from an already catastrophic war. But then, as the war ended, my trial, my execution, I made a decision. After all, I'd given everything for the colonies. My life as I knew it included. And what did I get in return? Was there any effort by the UC to protect my legacy? My daughter's legacy?
Your clone is not your kid.
We were sacrificed when all we did was serve. So I kept what I'd learned and arranged the attacks to set things right again. My daughter.
Your clone?
She becomes a hero. I become a trusted advisor, having found Kaiser, the research team, and cement my new position of influence when I hand them the name of the person responsible for the attack on New Atlantis. The dear departed Dr. Reginald Orlays, the associate who aided me all these years, and whom I always slated to take the fall. What luck he was stopped dead before he could hurt anyone else. His decades on the run brought to an end by another unlikely hero. You.
And I'll take all the credits. Literally, the money.
You've benefited here as much as I have. Maybe more. It's why I had Orlays reprogram Kaiser. Had that old machine guide you to where I found the plant all those years ago. I went to great lengths to ensure your and Hadrian's success. And look at the results. I know for a fact the Cabinet's planning to honor both you and Hadrian once this is all done. Isn't that preferable to languishing away in obscurity? Running jobs on the tail end of nowhere for the Vanguard? With only the vague hopes of perhaps earning the right to buy a home in the well someday.
Oh, and you want a thank you or something? Is that it?
Simply looking for you to acknowledge the truth. And let's not forget the importance of our actual endgame. Eliminating the Terrormorphs. Securing knowledge of the Lazarus plant. What we've set in motion is going to protect thousands, maybe millions of lives. I'm simply requesting one more life be protected. Mine. I've already sent along the evidence of Orlays' role in the attacks to the Cabinet, leaving out my own involvement. All I ask is that you confirm as much to the Cabinet. Tell them that it was Orlays and Orlays alone. After all, I do still have a long list of threats to the UC. This needn't be the end of our good works together.
I've got a much better idea on what to do.
Well, I do hope you'll keep the larger perspective in mind, Captain. We've done something great here. Let's not squander the opportunity to do more.
Oh, you think that's gonna be a moral conundrum? How about I have you get killed? Hopefully. Hadrian, we need to
Perfect
speak.
timing. We just got in. So on our end, good news. The microbe and the acyles are both as effective against heat leeches as they are against terrormorphs.
Means either plan should work for clearing those critters off our worlds.
Considering what the Lazarus plant is capable of, I don't think we can deal with those things fast enough. I already sent along info to the cabinet to get them up to speed. So what about your end? Did you find anything? Any leads on who might have committed the attacks?
No more secrecy. Vivictus did it.
That seems unlikely, considering he's been dust for about 20 years.
I'm sure the captain just misspoke.
No,
Right?
I didn't. He's alive. And he did it.
No, that's impossible. He's gone. My father is dead.
Clones don't have parents. Stop pretending this is a moral issue. Clones will never equate to being an orphan or a fostered kid. No way. You're a clone. Shut up. There's plenty to discuss. And yeah, whole human and all that, but drop the freaking daughter thing. And yeah, guess what? He just asked for me, so I went. Told you it was classified.
You knew he was alive and didn't tell us?
Oh, I'm sorry, were we besties or something?
You were sworn to... You swore. You were just doing your duty, weren't you? Yeah, I guess I, of all people, should know what a burden that can be. Doesn't mean I'm not mad. But I guess you letting us know late is preferable to never. Now at least we can inform the cabinet and let them deal with him.
Yeah, 3 or 4 hours ago I didn't even know who you were, and you expect what, loyalty?
The people he harmed deserve justice.
Do
But
they?
Now I guess we've got our answer. Nothing left to do but put it all in front of the cabinet. Any last things we needed to discuss? This might be our last opportunity to talk things through before the cabinet weighs in on a decision regarding the Terrormorphs.
Yeah, that's the one thing I care about, the Terrormorph attacks.
Microbe is gonna make the cleanup a whole lot quicker. If we're concerned about this Lazarus plant getting deployed again, that's the way to go.
The cabinet can secure the Lazarus plant, and then we're not risking any surprises when it comes to dealing with a microbe.
You're being paranoid. You know the science. You know we can make this safe.
I do know the science. I also know math. And a 1 in a million chance of a mutation isn't 0. So I guess we're still in discussion. Probably best at this point to let the cabinet weigh in. See if they have a preference.
Okay, just to check, so both are effective?
They are.
Microbe needed minimal adjustment to account for heat leech anatomy.
And the acyles seem like they're even better at tracking leeches than morphs.
Hell of a sight to watch, though, when they catch them. Like an open airlock guzzling angry spaghetti.
Okay, so is everything settled? Shall we go?
Then here we go.
Man, talk about dropping the ball on what seemed like it was gonna be the best
I
one.
wish we were meeting under
But you know
better
what?
circumstances.
It's fitting.
But according to Hadrian's report and the second one I just received, it seems the Terrormorph attack on New Atlantis was no random occurrence, but a planned strike. Is what I'm reading here true?
Well, it was a deliberate attack. That part's true.
My God. An attack? Using terrormorphs? How is that possible?
You will all receive a full briefing once we're done here. So then, is what the second report claims correct? Did Reginald Orlays commit these attacks, Captain?
Orlays?
Orlays took a part, but it was Vivictus.
It's true, ma'am. I heard the recording myself. My father figured out how to
Your
use
father
terrormorphs as
figure.
weapons.
That would be acceptable? Not your father.
That's impossible. He doesn't have the kind of access to...
He did. You suck at your job, Sarkin.
Chief Sarkin. Madam President, I have been saying for years that not dealing with that man was gonna end in tragedy.
Enough! I hope everyone here understands that what has just been shared is a state secret of the highest order. This information does not leave this room. Now, that's quite the accusation you're leveling, considering Francois Sinon has not left containment for the better part of 2 decades.
Blame the
Evidence
writers.
to back this up?
I do, and it's not enough compared to the confession. But sure, let's pretend that this is the evidence that will convince the cabinet.
Heavens help us. Is that actually him?
I'd know that voice anywhere. That's Francois.
He knew they could do this, and said nothing.
He's a sociopath. Plain and simple, ma'am.
Officer, please collect that recording.
Yes, ma'am. Begging your pardon, Captain.
We'll, of course, be launching a full investigation into how this could have happened. Though I have little doubt the Admiral will be quick to share all he knows on the subject once confronted with that recording. Chief Yassine, can you send one of your interrogators to have a little chat with the Admiral?
I'll issue the order immediately.
Good. Combined with everything else you all have uncovered. Well, I don't think the United Colonies can thank you enough. We failed the people of the colonies by not dealing with Vavictus sooner. I intend to rectify that mistake immediately.
Abeyo, whoever wrote you,
That will be up to the
can we
cabinet to decide.
keep them away from the studio?
appreciate our mercy
Maybe
being taken
have them research how to write a good character instead of just pretending it's not that bad.
Now, with our villain unmasked, we can attend to the other matters at hand. With the threads you've brought together here, the Lazarus plant, the attacks, the heat leeches, the 3 of you have likely spared thousands of lives. But it now falls to the cabinet to ensure this can never happen again. As such, the cabinet will be securing the Lazarus plant on Londinian. All materials related to the plant will be classified to ensure no one else learns its true nature.
A sound decision, Madam President.
Oh, shut up with the Madam President.
Tell the Freestar Collective. Wow. So they have another tool to utilize against us?
I'm in agreement. I fail to see the value here.
Of course you do, because you're a dumb bitch and you're poorly written.
A show of good faith now would display a willingness to change. It would be seen as a sign that the secrecy and deception is behind you.
Thank you, Andreja.
That is an interesting idea. A grand gesture to further display this cabinet doesn't think like those of the past.
The observers on Mars have proven such a gesture can bear fruit.
So, you want us to make nice with the Collective by sharing our state secrets?
No, I want us to display plainly the UC's actual intentions, that the plant will never be used as a weapon again.
That does sound worthwhile, Chief Kulkarni. Very well. We'll get the Collective involved in the management. Thank you for the suggestion, Captain. So then, to our final topic. The Cabinet has agreed to implement a plan that will deal with the Terrormorph, and now also Heat Leech presence on human worlds. In fact, we've already begun enacting measures to check all UC ports and settlements for undiscovered nests. But we all understand this is only a partial solution. The project we're embarking on will be a long and difficult one. So our first step must be deciding how exactly this all will be handled.
Madam President, this microbe is clearly too much of a risk. The Aseles are the safer approach.
To someone with limited knowledge of biology, perhaps? The technology behind the microbe is solved science, Madam President. It isn't dangerous. Using it to wipe out the Terrormorphs would be the quickest path to protecting humanity.
And fast results always lead to the best outcomes, don't they?
As you can see, there remains debate among the Cabinet. We were hoping your group might issue a recommendation.
My group,
Major.
so I'm going to
We've
decide.
been having similar debates ourselves, but the captain has yet to weigh in.
I see. Captain, I know this may not be your area of expertise, but we'd like to know your take on the matter.
The assailees look cool, so release them.
I'm in full agreement.
Wow, I went from
Only
hating
we
Yassine
delve into
to
unpredictable sciences.
into him being okay.
In a bold new future.
Nice. At least there's
Bolder,
that, I
better, and
guess.
brighter. Well, I need to write that one down for later.
Order, please. And Major Sinan? Dr. Walker, you'd find this acceptable?
We trust the captain's judgment.
Then the matter is settled. We'll begin the process immediately. Today marks day one for the United Colonies Terrormorph Management Division, making you three the founding members of the TMD. As befits such a group, the Cabinet wanted to display its gratitude. Today, we will be adding 3 new Class 1 citizens to our ranks.
Class 1? For the 3 of us? Are you joking?
What he means to say is, thank you, ma'am.
Oh, yeah. Thank you, ma'am.
What even is a Class 1?
It's a status reserved only for those who've dedicated their lives to the United Colonies, or done great things for its cause. Class 1s enjoy an ample credit disbursement, an additional reduction on the cost of colonial goods. And I'm told the penthouse is rather impressive.
Thank you, wannabe boss bitch. That doesn't do anything at all.
There's much to be done.
Much that you'll never do.
Dr.
Probably will ask me to while taking credit.
Spearheading the TMD's research on Mars.
We'd be honored, ma'am.
As for you, Captain, the Vanguard will be providing much of the on-the-ground support for the TMD. As a member of both the Vanguard and the TMD, I believe you'll have your pick of duties. Speak to your commander, Tuala, if I recall correctly. He should be able to provide you with assignments going forward, plus help you collect the benefits that come with being named Class 1. On behalf of the whole of the United Colonies, you have our sincerest gratitude. This meeting is adjourned.
Good, finally, you shut up. I'm just being so mean, but it's so annoying the way the game's written, man. And once again, Bethesda fumbles the ball after
Congratulations, Captain.
hooking you in. Thank you, Tuala.
No need to thank me. You brought this all on yourself. I've already gone ahead and processed your Class 1 benefits. All UC goods and services should now have a thanks for protecting the colonies discount. And the credits should be in your accounts now. But to get into your penthouse, you'll have to pay a visit to the Aphelion Realty office. They should be able to grant you access.
That's a lot of money. Nice.
Higher-ups wanted to make sure you know how much they appreciate what you've done. But with all that squared, it's time to get you a new assignment.
Miscellaneous stuff ain't no way.
Putting those pilot skills to use defending UC space. Or you could help the TMD in cleaning up terrormorphs. Oh, and I got a request from Dr. Walker. Wanted your help collecting biological samples to keep an eye out for any, new alien threats on the horizon. Any of those missions call to you?
No. We're not going down that route. If it's Radiant, Todd Howard can play it himself.
Ready to make a deal.
Penthouse, though, that's what we care about.
In fact, the higher-ups want to thank you for your dedicated service by giving you one of the nicest pieces of real estate in the city. It's a premium... What do you say?
Oh, shut up. Just give me the keys.
Great. You're... Okay.
Go on.
You'll love... Now that you're...
I love the place, sure. How about we go over there and see if I do? If we do. Because even if I don't, maybe you will. I mean, call it bias all you want. I call it disappointment by comparison. Andresia, what are you doing? Chill. If that's hype, we're like meters away. It's fine. Oh, sorry. Most of you are American. We're like hamburgers away. Oh, God. The place. We're gonna have to build everything ourselves. Fine. Okay, at least I'm having an idea for the end of the video. And since Bethesda decided to be weird, I'm I've got an idea to make an amazing ending. Trust me, first, let's just finish the tour and see everything. Obviously the kitchen has everything, cause they're not gonna give you that furniture for you to build, and bathroom, exactly, same thing. Cause God forbid you want to build a shower on your living room, Todd Howard would rather shoot you or choke you instead of actually letting you build. Cause why should you have building options? You are the reason they had to scrap voiced characters in Starfield, cause you hated the one in Fallout 4. And why should you be able to build anything that's worth building when you hated everything in Fallout 76? Which I didn't fancy, but that's because I don't like online games. However, the building in there, oh, that's amazing, man. I wish there was a mod to bring that into Fallout 4, honestly. But no, you cannot have that in Starfield, cause Bethesda's flops are the fans' faults. And I'm guessing you've already seen videos on how Bethesda's criticizing negative reviews on Steam, saying stupid shit like, oh, you think the game is boring? Well, astronauts didn't think that going to the moon was boring, so that's on you. Well, guess what? And this is not original, it's just something I said that's, well, it makes a lot of sense. Well, those astronauts actually went to the moon. If I went to the moon, I wouldn't be bored. But when I'm in a procedurally generated planet and I see the same point of interest, oh great, it's a shallow pond. An Easter egg. And like I was saying, if I see the same point of interest, same building, to a T, same items as well, guess what? Your lead designer shouldn't be proud in 2023. In fact, he should be pretty pissed that your management forced him to do it. But hey, guess what? At least we have a nice view and Vanguard. Is it any good? It's okay.